What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit. I took about the entire month of December to take a break from YouTube, focus on the holidays, focus on other things, getting married for one, and just making sure that I had a solid, healthy, structured holiday season. I hope everyone's doing well. We're into 2026 now, and now using this time to kind of reset and hit the ground running for this brand new year. So as you'll see, the printers behind me are running. They're all going crazy, even down below. Printing out Amazon stock because I have a big Amazon order trying to get fulfilled by the end of this week before I leave for Florida for a few days. I had a really great end of the year, a lot of good, a lot of bad, great time for the business and a really successful holiday season for my second year running this 3D print shop. With that being said, still a lot of room for improvement, a lot of things that I learned the last month or so, trying to cater to the big rush and try to take things up another level. And I'm excited to talk to you guys about that stuff and see how we can kind of shape things going into the new year to fix them and make them better. A lot of people were asking how the shipping station that I bought a few months ago worked out, and it's turned out to be amazing. It has obviously evolved over time, gotten its fair share of use, but having a dedicated spot where I can just put products over here that I know are ready to ship and go to the customer, get them ready to go out, put them in a bin, put them on my porch, it's amazing. A few things that I'm working on. I just finished this 250 coaster order for an organization, a drum and bugle corps up in North Jersey. So those are finished up. I'm going to deliver those by hand to them. Range lock that's going out, a few other tool items. Everything that's ready to go out, that's ready to ship out to a customer ends up here, and I know, okay, it's ready to go. As for filament storage, nothing much has changed other than I created these. I didn't create, I actually found them on Maker World or Printables. These spools, these spool holders that can just go on a normal closet rack. So was storing them in a really crappy way. Now it's very easy and accessible, and this dead space is being used. And now I have a lot more space with the empty spools, easily accessible, and utilizing this a little bit better. A little behind the scenes. I've been currently using this new key light kind of just to make the lighting in my videos a little bit better. And then I've been using this small little table to build Legos, but also just, drop that light switch, to just keep prints that I'm working on handy. It's way different than the other table I used to have in here permanently because I could just pick this one up, move it around, and fold it around as needed. But definitely helps. So a lot of you know in 2025, I really dove into creating a lot of my own products like the range lock here. I'm now on 3 different variations of the range lock, and I think I'm finally at a good settling ground where I'm very happy with the product, and I've been getting nothing but really good reviews for the V3. I learned a lot from this process, and the most satisfaction I've gotten from selling or any part of this 3D printing business has been through developing my own products. I posted the first range lock on May 1st of 2025 after I had an idea and honestly wanted to solve a problem I had myself. I didn't like keeping my rangefinder in the netting of my golf pushcart. I had a water bottle attachment that was just plastic that fit onto the groove. And I figured, okay, why can't I make a rangefinder one? So I started designing, and it led me to this. And here we are. Will I make changes to the range lock? Yes, probably later down the line. But for right now, the problem that it was geared to solve, it now solves it at a very high level. I have a full golf club in upstate New York that uses my products. Like 15 to 20 people that are all riding around with their push carts with Designs by Brodhead range locks or the water bottle attachments that I sell now on their golf equipment. That's so cool. Just by word of mouth of people seeing each other, asking, and now I have a whole golf club in upstate New York that uses my products. So really cool. In only less than a year. Crazy. Really wild. I showed you guys that large commissioned order of 250 coasters I designed and made. And one of the issues I'm kind of dealing with is it kind of stained my frostbite plates. But from the prints that I've already printed after producing those, hasn't stained them at all. I tried it with a few of my snare drum coasters that I print white heads face down on the plate, and it didn't transfer to it. So I think it'll be fine, and in my experience, it kind of just goes away and it'll slowly fade. But after printing 250 of them and having all three of these machines running for about 3 days straight, I kind of expected the stain. I'm getting another spool of that same PETG filament on the other 85X, so that way I can print the same thing here. Just that way I can get it out sooner for the customer, because we're expecting a pretty wicked snowstorm this weekend in New Jersey. One other thing I upgraded recently was I got this Shark Never Change air filter. Not only does it never need to be changed filter-wise, only I think every 5 years or so, but it has an air filter monitor. So when I start kicking on the printers and it'll trigger, then it'll kind of turn on and go as it's needed. So it's nice to be able to see, it's nice to see the air quality in the room and for it to adjust as needed. All right, in our guest room, obviously I have the A1 Mini, like I said here, using that for prototyping. And then here is all of my stock that I'm kind of keeping all in one place. These 3-tier buckets from Costco, they stack nicely and you can kind of move them how you want. And I'm using it for product storage. Things like this, the Greek column pen holder, take a little while to print, put together. It's nice to just have them here. Can grab them if I need to. This is a new product that I kind of was inspired by. Coaster with cork, bottle opener on the bottom. Been selling those a few. Kind of designed my own little holder for them. And this is what a set would look like. For any of my Arc Raider fans, this isn't for sale, but just something that I printed for me and my friends. And just nice. Amazon prep, more Amazon prep, and things I can grab from if I get an order for Etsy, and all that other stuff. So it's really nice to have it here. I wasn't a big believer in keeping stuff in stock last year, but now that I have stuff that I know that sells, it's nice to keep it and have it, especially for the day of. If I get an order in the morning, I could ship this stuff out same day sometimes. And for handmade and homemade stuff, that's pretty great. The best products over the last year that I've sold and come up with have been ones that have solved problems of my own or problems that friends or family have had. So I'm going to lean more into that this year, as well as kind of double down on all the stuff that I know has been doing really well and just ride that wave. I've really been enjoying it. I've been really liking to build the business up. And now it's time to take some of the stuff that I've learned and done well and learned and not done so well and kind of see what I can do. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. A little bit shorter, like I said, but a little bit higher of quality. I hope you guys noticed that. And I'm just going to build off this from here. I really, really like filling you guys in. And I like bringing you guys along the journey. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it in an atmosphere and an environment and in a way that you guys enjoy and I also enjoy. I'm going to keep things firing off on Etsy and Amazon all week. And I'll see you guys next week for any updates or any cool things that we encounter. Have a great one.